Hello YouTube, and welcome to Sunday in the shop. I hope y'all had a good 4th. We had a little bit of fireworks, had some Roman candles I shot off. My Canon video was just clips from the past few years. I didn't feel like dragging it out. We've had this weather being 90 plus degrees, upper 70s in the dew points. I finally got my yard mowed today. Today is Saturday. So, with that, let's take my glasses off because I look through my viewfinder a lot on the camera. After I'm done showing this, I'll put a before and after picture. We put this through a lot. I don't know if you can see the damage on this. My Harbor Freight machete. And this is what I modified, where I made it skinnier. I took off a lot of the teeth. Have a video on this. If you can't find it, you really want to see it, let me know. I'll give you a link. I took a lot off this to put more weight down here. And it really helps when I swing it. I don't have a lot of muscle anymore, but I sure work. I was out there along my fence and I'd bend those little tree saplings over and stand on them and then whop a safe distance away from my foot. And I got gravel on one side, well, on both sides of the fence actually. And I was just tearing this thing up. Can you see that? And I'll just sharpen it with a file. It's been through the work sharpener. It's not worth the effort to dig that out when I can just take a file and do it. And for $5, and this is a rubber handle one. These had bad reviews because the plastic handles broke. This is a rubber one. And I said, I just beat this thing to death. I have that video where I cut all them ones last year behind my garage. It was a Sunday in the shop video. Those tree saplings. Going through stuff almost 1 inch diameter. Anyway, enough of that. After I pause here, you'll see the pictures before and after of how beautiful, gotta brag at my work, shouldn't do that, of how nice it looks before and after. I had grass a foot tall because I had skipped mowing a couple weeks on that part of the yard that's out by the alley. So that was over 2 weeks worth of growth because I went like a week and a half without mowing my yard. So stay tuned. I'll insert them pictures in here real quick and we'll be back with the next item up for bids. Game show. The next item up for bids. Let's make a deal. Anyway, stay tuned. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. Today is the day I get to goof off. This is a video I can just be myself. I don't want to be professional anyway, but this is my goof off video day. And it's free of charge. I don't monetize it. Okay, here's my complete collection of everything I made out of the Craftsman BBQ tool set. It was a 5-piece set. There was 2 handles to the tongs. So, here's the one with the Harbor Freight 4-in-1 screwdriver. I just cut off the half that had the big ones. Okay, there's that one. These are for people that might not have seen the videos. Here's my pin vise, which is only like $5 for this. The shaft went all the way through the black plastic handle, and I had to break that with a big hammer. I remember mentioning that. I really had to break that plastic. It was built pretty good for $5. You just turn it to tighten up on the bit. So that's really nice and grippy. And like I've showed where I can drill, you put that in the palm of your hand. Something like that when you really want to press. Okay. Here is the nut driver, where you put the ratchet on the end. There's 2 extensions in here. There's a short one. I don't know if you can see it. Short one shoved in there. You can see that where it's shoved in there. This is all full of epoxy just slopped in there. Here's my letter opener. This was an ornamental, hard to say the words, sword. I took the point off and rounded it. So I'm going to use this for coin digging. So it's not sharp like it was. So that's a nice little tool. That inspired me to make the last one I'm going to show you, which I have a video on. Here's my probe. Because I got my brass one. If you see my Garrett brass one. This has not been added. This is all 1/4 inch. And I rounded it on the lathe. And a lot of this was done with a file. And by turning, you know, the bit. Lathe a little here, here, there. And You know, it's kind of free-handed. It's hard to explain. There's no set way to do it. You could actually make a rest if you're brave enough. I thought about it, and take some high-speed tool bits and make some handles and act like I have a wood lathe on metal. I know it's kind of dangerous, but I wear goggles. I'm willing to do it. Here's the last one. This is amazing. It still fits in the sheath. It had an orange plastic handle, which I do not know where it is right now. I showed it in the video. But it will still fit in here. This was just a cheaper knife from M-Tech. Not that it's really cheap made, because it is a pretty good blade. I mean, it's a pretty tough blade on here. But pretty nice. And I didn't really show it in the video, but I drilled this a 1/2 inch bigger, and I filled epoxy. I used sand it with various grits of paper down to 1,000, so the paint's gone, it's clear. But I wanted the option of rocking it this way and this way, making it straight, because I was grinding on the metal and it was hot. Then I'd stick this on her, so it's kind of melting the plastic. And like I said, this grooves off a little bit in line to here, but very comfortable knife. I mean, I have not used it, but I know I'm going to enjoy using it because it fits in my hand. Stabbing stuff, I ain't going to worry about that slipping. If I want to stab in the wood, because it's going to be for chopping wood stuff. It's not going to be one of the knives just look at or cut with it. It's going to be abused. It's going to be used for batoning wood and different stuff someday. Just chopping all kinds of stuff. Okay, enough of that. We'll pause. We'll go on to at least one thing I found at the store lately. Okay, we was at a Dollar General. Big yellow sign with the black letters, Dollar General store. $4. And I wasn't going to pass this up for $4. I'm just not. I went to Dollar Tree and bought knives. I'm not even really going to take these out of the package. I could take a picture of what the dimensions are. But this one caught my attention to make something with. And I'll show you why. I'm not going to change the chef's knife. I may make this knife shorter. I want a knife that's a little bit better in the kitchen. And I always grab my chef's knife, and I have a paring knife. I need something in between for working in the kitchen. Well, this has a funky name, which you'll see. It's 7-inch, and then that's it. It's chef's knife. Utility knife is 5-inch, 7-inch, and you'll see the weird name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. This is my idea for this. Okay, where the Sharpie marker is where it'll be cut off. This is not exact. I mean, I did a little measuring. I draw the line because I want the blade to be. I want to take this factory bevel off here. Maybe you can see it better. I want to take that factory bevel off. See, I want to start all over because I have my work sharp machine where I can start putting a bevel by grinding. You'll never sharpen a bevel on there from scratch unless you want to spend a long time with my sharp machine. So I run it through the work sharp. Just cheap plastic handle. If I made a good enough shape, I might make a wood handle, but it's just so thin and flimsy. I just want a better kitchen utility knife. Maybe that'll show up better. I want something shaped kind of like that. But I want to make sure to put a lot of curve here. So when I go straight, I'm going to make sure I'm going to use my belt sander and the little ledge thing that sits there. I want to make sure when I come out straight, I start curving it as quick as I can. So I want a lot of curve to this knife for cutting veggies and stuff. And then, of course, like I said, take a lot off the top here that you don't need. I could dish it in kind of like a Bowie knife. That's not a big deal. I'm going to do this on the belt sander, and I will have a bucket of water or a tray of water. So when I sand a little bit, I'll put it right in the water. So I do not lose the temper to this cheap stuff, because it's not going to hold an edge very long. It's very cheap material, but for $4, you get what you get. So look for a picture of the package so you can see what the names these are and the length of them. So just another idea. I probably won't get to this till maybe winter time. Depends how bored I get. Depends what the weather's like. When it's too hot, I'm not going to be outside doing much. We plan on going fishing, metal detecting, and we got to have some little bit nicer weather to get outside instead of this 75 dew point with it 90-some degrees. What a killer. So stay tuned for about one more thing before we go today. Okay, one more thing I found at the General Dollar store. These were $4. And I thought of using them for like painting and lettering on tools. I don't know how good that's going to work. Maybe if I had like a gray primer where I can suck up the marker. Because it's not going to paint on regular bare metal. I've already experimented. But we're going to take one out of the package and show it to you. I'll just pick this. You can see the colors. We're just going to pick this one. We'll just pick the basic black. Now some of these have a few hairs hanging on the edge of them, or the point split. I don't know if you can see that. And that's the problem with them. With the point split. Let's take you down here closer. With the point split, it kind of makes it hard. This one isn't as bad if you want to really draw and do artwork. Because with the point split, see how it makes two little lines? You can see that. See that? I tried rolling it. Well, what's neat about these, I'm not an artist. What's neat about these, you could start out, bear down. See what I mean? Start out, push down on it. So if you're into artwork, which I'm not, but you get the idea. It's a brush. I think this would paint over primer. Because primer is absorbent. I just didn't like that idea. But I took and I tried rolling it, which helps. A couple I tried taking a brand new razor blade and cutting the bristle because it had like one little bristle hanging off the end. But I know I'm not close, but you can draw a really fine line with these. You can get right down there. Let's try to paint between the two red lines here. I'm pretty good at painting. I did a lot of model cars when I was a kid. I learned how to take small brushes and have small brushes to paint small details. So that's not bad. I never tried to pinstripe. Boy, that'd be an idea. Use it for pinstriping on little model cars or something. But I said it's not paint. It's just Sharpie marker, magic marker, whatever you want to call it. But so they're not paint markers. But there you go. Guess we'll call this good enough for a video. And glad you stopped by to watch. It is hot out here. It's 85 plus in the shop today. Today is a cool day outside. So thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to your comments and seeing you tune in next week.